tied together. Let's see what this letter says. Repair shear. Customer's favorite pair of shears want to know if the thumb swivel can be repaired and the shears sharpened. Let me know if possible. Okay, so we're going to check these out and see if it can be done or not. I love these challenges. So I gathered some of the pieces and parts that I have. Let's untie this or see what we've got going here. Is that curve? Guess it is. Yeah, that's just a slight curve. Yeah, but that's a curved shear. See, how do we get this thing off? Gee, Manetti. Let me get a razor. Okay. Let's see what's wrong with the swivel. I guess this is a groomer. It's an Oster shear. And most likely a groomer. This is a been to the Oster factory and saw where they make the shears. They're in McMinnville, but I think most of these shears. So maybe they're overcomplicating it. Maybe this just needs a washer here. Let me pop this out. The parts to these swivels. Let me talk about this a little bit. We sell a few of these parts. There are so many different styles of swivels, thumbs, rotating thumbs, that it's hard to get all the parts to it. And the ones that we get usually are gone by the time they come in, and then we have to wait a long time to get them in. What I tend to do is I have a box where I save anything, you know, off of broken shears or ones that I need to maybe fix one day in the future. Yeah, this one's broken at the tip, but I can steal if you've got shears like this, you can steal parts off of them. So I've got pieces saved here. So actually, I think I'm going to steal that little rubber piece right there. We sell these as well. I think we call them rubber donuts, and we have them in a lot of different sizes. But I think that's all I need. I may want to use a little bit of, oh man, look at what's happened to this, my VC3. I can use a little bit of my VC3 though on this product, and hopefully that'll hold. It's VC3. I've got another video on it. We sell it. You can get it other places. It's like a thread lock, like Loctite, but it holds better, and it has, if you can see with this, it's a flexible and it actually has some thickness to it, and it allows you to take the screw in and out, but it still holds it tight. And they call it Vibratite, so that even if it's moving like on a swivel, it'll still hold up. So I'm gonna take this out. Let me find this right size screwdriver. It's good to have a whole big set of screwdrivers, because you never know what size you need. My husband, believe it or not, bought me this huge set. Let me show you what I'm talking about. My husband bought me that for my birthday, I think it was, one year. You know, even though I do use it for work, just hint to you men, that's not the kind of things your wife wants for their birthday. Oh, yeah. I thought that was like a regular screw, but it's not. It's like a, let's see if the one that fits on my machine is the right size for the Cymec. Yeah, how about that? That's what I use on my Cymec clamp, see? On the Cymec clamp, and that actually works. I didn't need that set of screwdrivers. So, let's take this out. Ouch! Well, it was something sharp there. Wow. Yeah, a little bit of blood. Look at there. Hope blood doesn't bother you. So we put that screwdriver up. I need to file that down. Little DMT file. Still there. I know I should have kept some of those files in that garage sale thing we had. We just recently had a big garage sale of used equipment that this guy that passed away left to his son. And there was some really good files in it. There, that's got that down. Whatever that was sharp, that's not helpful to the way this thing works. That's not sharp on this side. That's kind of a thin washer. Let's see, maybe a more of a rubbery one. And I want to clean this up. Let's see if I can find another. Here's a different size ones. There's one off of there. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit. And that's alcohol I was spraying on here. So, that was a thin washer. Let's go with a thicker washer. Maybe that plastic one. Yeah, a little thicker. I'm going to go ahead and put that through the hole. What I'm doing, what reason I'm pausing, I'm debating whether I want to put this washer on next. And then, I'm going to set this up a little bit. I want to put a little of this Vibratite on here. You see the top, that's why it's such a mess. Yeah, I can't get the top thing off, but this will work. And I think that'll dry on there. So I'm trying to get it all the way around the screw. And let it sit there for 30 minutes and then come back, put it together. And I'm not even going to need these little pieces here. So I may put this in my little junk box here and throw that away. So meet you back here in 30 minutes. Put this ring back on here, and I'm assuming it will hold. And what's nice about this particular product, it should be ready to use at this point. I don't know how tight he wants it. When I turn the ring, this is turning with my ring, which is what I want to see, because if it doesn't, it's going to be unscrewing, but it's turning with the ring. I don't know if you can see that in the video. Yeah, you can see that it is turning with the ring, so that's good. So I think I fixed it. I need to sharpen this. So this is a beveled edge. It might have originally been convex. A lot of times these Oster are designed to look convex and they go in and bevel it. A lot of metal's been taken off. I think he just wants it to cut. I don't think, oh, finger rest. Before we go any further. I'm assuming the finger rest needs to be replaced. Oh yeah, look at it. It's been out a long time. And those little probes would be good. Let's see what I got in finger rest. Let's try the 2.5. It's probably a 3. Probably a 3. I go through more 3s than I do the 2.5s. Y'all find you do too? I think most of the Chinese made scissors are 3. Ooh, 3's too big. So this is a 2.8. Now those are really hard to come by. I usually have to steal them off another shear. 2.8 tends to be German or Taiwan. Let's see, these are, I don't know what size these are. It's just some odd ones. I'll try them. No. So, I'm going to go back to my collection of odd scissors and see if I can find something that I think might be a 2.8. I'm guessing. So this was a broken shear. This was a this was our old Bonika, original Bonika International. And if you come across these cannot be bent. They are very brittle, and including the handle. So someone probably tried to bend the handle. But I think these are a 2.8. Let's see if that fits. Save all your parts. Yeah, look at that. 2.8. We got to find another source for the 2.8s. And then that goes back in the thumb, which would be the wide part facing out. And that's why I'm pretty sure this is a groomer, because you don't usually see barbers with this ring. That's not easy to put in there. Come on, I know you came out, so I know you're going to go back in. Bingo! There we go. All right. So let's get into the sharpening part. Oh, that was in this finger hole. Always remember to put these rings back in. And I'm going to save these in my box here for another scissor. So I'm going to take these apart. Well, let's see how they cut to begin with. This is fur. It doesn't cut too bad. No, it doesn't cut too bad. Oh, there's some sharpening, just walked in the door. Let's see what I got. Now, it's a sharpener coming in to pick up some more shears. Let's get these apart. And as I said, these are just slightly curved. I don't even think I'm going to need that curve adapter with these, because they're really, it's not hardly a curve to them at all. There's the parts. Man, look at the filth in there. I'm going to just freehand these. I have 100 micron up here, which is the coarsest thing I've got. Probably would be similar to the 400 grit. I don't know. I like that 100 micron on these type of scissors. Hey, you got some sharpening for me? What you got? Come on in.
I just come to say hello. I'm driving by.
Come say hello. I'm shooting a video. Come say hello. There you go.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, when a sharpener sends me a pair of shears to sharpen, I try to shoot a video so they can see how I fixed them. This one, the main problem was the swivel on it, so I had to replace parts. But how's your new shop coming?
It's coming along.
I got some Bonika signs if you need them to.
Okay.
I'm just going to freehand these. I think these are for a groomer, but they could be a barber shear, Oster. I know you see them sometimes,
Probably,
don't you?
Probably a barber.
Maybe. Reason I'm thinking it's a groomer is because she's got all the rings in there. Yeah.
Barber don't have that.
And they weren't as dirty as barber shears.
They cleaned it before they gave it to you.
Yeah. Although the groomer shears will smell like dogs sometimes. These didn't. Well, maybe I smell a little dog on them. No. Can't smell anything on them. See, these are just barely curved, aren't they? You missed out on the garage sale. Just about everything's gone. Had 72 items. I think I'm down to like 13 left.
Wow.
And it's mostly the big machinery stuff, you know. People knew they had to travel in to get those.
You got a tape measure on there?
I got like a little ruler hanging up there, a little red one. How big you need it?
That'll be fine.
Tape measures, I have, you know, the kind that go up and down. I have to hide them because Jean will play with them and play with them and play with them and push them up in the air and then let them come back down and then see how far he can go up in the air before it flips over and then come back down, and he will drive me totally crazy with them. So if I get any of those, I have to hide them from him, and he'll still find them. When Misty was a baby, she had a little yellow squeaky duck. And he could sit there while I was watching TV and squeak that little yellow duck over and over and over till I thought I would go out of my mind. You don't have any habits like that, do you? No.
Unfortunately, but fortunately.
What you wanting to measure, Ron? Ray. I just had Ron here.
Yeah. The height of this base here, because I gotta put mine in the store, and I just wanted to get the exact good height. It's 18 inches, so.
Well, the thing is that you want to stop what I'm doing here. Somebody might be interested in that as well. What you want to do when you set up this machine, you're taller than me, so you don't want it this low. You want it just kind of just below your elbow, so you want it up about here for you. So that you're working this way.
This way.
If you had it this low, you would have to be slunched over.
All right, I got you.
So you want something up about, because what I did is I went to the Goodwill store. I measured where I wanted it. It was just a little below my elbow, and I went to the Goodwill store and I bought this like a TV table. But I went around, figured out exactly where this height and then what height my table needed to be, and shopped till I found just the right thing. Because I used to have it on a table like that, which would be probably perfect for you, just a normal table.
No, that'd be high, because now it's sitting here. I'm saying that I gotta be like this.
Oh, okay.
Because this is like Elbow at an angle or elbow straight?
I think you're gonna have to see what feels good for you, but I like it to be just a little bit lower than my elbow. That seems to work good for me. You want it, since you're gonna be doing a lot of sharpening, you don't want to get to where you're gonna be hunched over like this.
Yeah.
So, I've got someone I have to train who's legally blind, and so I'm trying to think of things that make it really easy. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Now he can see, but he's legally blind, so he can't really read. But I think he can do it. You know, I mean, a lot of what we're doing here is just feeling for a burr. I mean,
right.
You know,
that'll be amazing. That'll be a great accomplishment for you.
Yeah, that's what because this is somebody that can't work and can't
train somebody that's blind to do it. What about everybody got?
Yeah, that'd be some bragging rights if I can, you know.
Big-time bragging rights. Big-time.
Well, it's more the person than me, because I mean I trained a guy. Yeah, well, I trained a guy that couldn't use his thumbs, and I'm like, how are you going to be able to sharpen without using your thumbs? And he said, you just show me how to sharpen it, and I'll figure out how it works for me. And I think that's the way this guy's going to be. He's going to say, just show me, and I'll figure out how to make it work for me. So
that's some big bragging rights.
Well, I don't know about bragging rights, but it does make me feel a little bit humble and a little bit,
awesome kind of
honored, I guess, to be able to. Because, Gene was talking the other day about how many lives have been changed, by what, Misty and I do here, selling the machines. And because it is a good little business, isn't it?
Once you could learn how to do it now,
Yeah.
I'm going to have a refresher. I really don't want to do it. I just want to collect it and probably have you come to the store and sharpen or drop it off. One of the two.
We could talk about that. How far away is your store going to be?
Right there in Duluth.
Duluth.
Pleasant Hill.
That's my old stomping ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we used to be. I don't know. We might talk about me coming up there every once in a while and sharpening. I don't know. Really needs to be you doing it. I mean, you see, it doesn't take me that long.
Miss Bonnie.
Aren't you going to be sitting there? Are you going to hire employees?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you let me train whatever employee you hire to do this? What? I mean, you got the equipment.
Miss Bonnie.
What?
Beating me up. Yeah, we're going to talk.
Okay. We'll talk.
But, yeah. So.
Should have got something bigger, and we could have just had my business on one side and your business on the other, because we're complementary, and then we'd have...
You have to move again?
Nah, not anytime soon. We got a 5-year lease here.
Yeah.
Of course, the landlord, he and his wife are... It's been interesting. And the business behind us had the police and the fire department out here. It's quite exciting. The people in the other place, they saw the woman go running out, and the husband grab her by the hair and drag her back in.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little while later, here comes the ambulance, and he goes out on a stretcher. So I don't know what she did to him, but I mean...
he goes out on a stretcher because he didn't want to go to jail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's right. As a paramedic, so he's going to say that she did it to him rather than he did it to her, and
he's going to say he's having chest pain, da.
Oh, to keep from going to jail.
Yeah, from going through that process.
Oh, yeah. I just thought she had really got lit into him.
No. That would be my.
Okay, from your professional, okay.
I'll do that.
I liked my story better, but yours is probably your story. Yeah, your story is probably more for reality. I didn't even think about that. So it keeps him from going to jail if he's having chest pains, and that delays everything.
That delays everything because.
And he hopes he'll be able to make up to her. I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a little bit of sympathy. Diffuse the situation.
These tips overlap a little bit. I gotta bend the handles. These will bend though, not like those. I got some over there that somebody tried to bend that can't bend. Stop and think which way I want to bend it. Here. Oh, that's so easy. You need one of these too when you get you going.
I need a lot of stuff. I need to get my mind right.
You sure you don't want to just hire an employee to do the sharpening? That would make sense because you're going to need to have somebody else in there. You can't be in there 24/7. And you're going to have to bring somebody in. And then I can get them going.
Yeah, I would have to get someone that has some level of longevity. Because I can't put that stake in them and then they decide I'm out. Now I'm stuck.
Yeah, or they leave and buy their own machine and then they're gone.
Which is fine, but then that puts me in a, now I don't have anybody, So.
All right, that's the end of this video. We're going on our conversation, but it is fixed and I'm sending it back. I think it did all right.